Hello and welcome back again to the Yoga Picnic's beautiful Christmas offering, helping us stay grounded and connected as the silly season and the mayhem rises and pulls on us and provides beautiful, gorgeous distraction, but can be overwhelming. So today, given my love for stillness and meditation, I just wanted to help you home beyond the thought to the origin, the source that resides at the base or behind the thought. This beautiful divine consciousness, this gorgeous depth of infinite knowing and peace and love that often we find really difficult to experience in our very demanding, very exuberant, extremely distracting, noisy world. And I get it, and I love it all as well. Not that we have to, shun one for the other. I'm all about holding space for both. So hopefully today I can hold space for you over here in a little refuge from all of the busy over here. And that's all we're going to do today is return to some non-doing in order to give ourselves some peace, some refuge home, and to find that pocket of peace that often a lot of us are really craving in a very wonderfully exhausting time of the year. So hopefully if that all makes sense and feels good, then you might like to lie down, you might like to sit. I always say to people, be comfortable. Meditation, stillness, all these practices don't have to be done so that you're persecuting yourself and that you're in pain or that you're just uncomfortable. So finding yourself comfortable, whether it is lying down with loads of cushions and making it really beautiful, romanticizing the moment with a lighted candle or whatever you wish. I want you to find yourself warm and comfortable. If you're seated, you're supported. There's a cushion, perhaps not rocking like me. You're somewhere stable and you're feeling grounded. Maybe the feet on the ground, the hands down. Noticing the felt experience of self and leaning into what feels good. Because often we get so attached to how the thinking mind is operating that we often forget to feel into the present moment and the essence of our presence. Does your hands feel better down? Do your hands feel better open and offering? Do your feet feel better planted and rooted down to the ground? Really, helping and assisting that Muladhara chakra and feeling that the roots are really planted in the earth. Or lying down fully flat and being held by Mother Earth. Choosing wisely, yogis. And then closing your eyes. Taking a deep breath in through the nose. I'd like you to let out a really loud, audible sigh. And then taking another one in through the nose, maybe holding it for a second at the top. And then again, sighing out with some noise, this beautiful primal sound. And then in this last one, I want you to take the breath in through the nose. A little bit more. Are you filling up, cooking all that energy? Holding. Really holding on. And then humming out. This pranayam, this capturing of life force and the facilitation of it, the prana and the yam, the facilitation and the ingestion of it. Bringing in that air on purpose, maybe doing that a few more times. Humming, activating the vagus nerve, feeling the reverberation of ease through the body. The power we have to create peace. And when you've taken your breaths and settled your body into a position that feels nice, begin to notice now the breath coming in through the nose and out through the nose. Really focusing on the quality, the texture, the temperature. As you draw it in intentionally through the nose and you draw it out through the nose. Notice perhaps where it touches on the skin, upper lip, the nostrils. Detect if you can feel it going down the back of the throat. All of the year that was, all of the week that was, all of what is to come often ruminates and loops around in the mind, gets stuck in the body. So for today, a sentiment, a little mantra, a little sentiment that we want to roll to anchor, to ground us here would be let it go. Let it on the inhale. Go on the exhale. So as you inhale and exhale, rolling that thought, rolling that sound, the back of the mind. Let it go. Conscious of the breath. Conscious of allowing the beautiful, rich inhale to really fill up the body, feeling it expand in every direction, and then allowing that exhale to be even a little bit longer as you push out the air intentionally, deflate, soften, sink, and relax. Let it go. Repeating that a few times now in peace. Noting the flickering images in the mind, not engaging or nibbling on anything too intently, but just noticing as things rise and continue to pull back your focus to that breath and that inhale and exhale, repetition of the sentiment and words. Let it go. Holding space for both within our practice as well as with our eyes open. Keeping that beautiful breath moving, the eyes closed, that sentiment, the words, let it go, rolling with the breath. As we begin to scan through our body now and actively encourage it to soften. Maybe squeezing the toes and releasing them, spreading them wider. Noticing your capacity to create more ease at this extremity of the body. And your ankles and feet in their entirety drop into the earth below or the cushion or the seat. Let them go. That breath, ebb and flow of that breath, continuing all the time. As we draw our attention to the legs, allowing them to be heavy, allowing them to maybe drop a little to the right and left, detecting the release that you did not even know you had capacity for until you engaged, focused, and let go of that area on purpose. Let it go. Drawing the focus up to the pelvic bowl, birthing, creating this beautiful, potent area of the body, heavy physically. Let it drop. Let it spread, let it sink, let it go. Taking your focus now on the next inhale as the inhale inflates and fills up that beautiful heart space. Rises on the inhale, letting it go as you exhale, cascading down that beautiful heart space as if it's trickling across the shoulders, collarbones and down the arms with each exhale. It rises like a wave, inhale. And softly spreads and smooths out on the exhale across the upper chest, collarbones and shoulders, encouraging them down. Let it go. Noticing your arms on purpose. Can you soften them a little bit more? Can you let them drop? Can you let them be lazy and heavy? Can you spread your fingers? Can you detect any last bit of grip or tension and eradicate it? Let it go. Noticing your beautiful face. This area of the body that has capacity to look and see and smile and connect with others. Allowing the space around the eyes to smooth and release, the eyebrows to unfurl, the forehead to release, and allow the mouth to open slightly, letting the jaw hang slack and the cheeks melt down. Let it go. Maybe bringing the left hand to your heart and the right hand to your belly. One last physical gesture to finally encourage every last drop of holding, of doing. And as you inhale, feel that full body inflation. And as you exhale, letting it go, feel the body soften down. The gentle weight of the hands, maybe encouraging another millimeter. At this gesture, also holding yourself, holding the space for yourself, holding this time for yourself, holding compassion and gratitude for that towards yourself. After harnessing this intentional practice, we have a pathway home that's a little clearer. So we ask ourselves, we utilize this pathway of information. We ask ourselves how we're doing. How are you? And we sit now for a moment's silence, just listening to the answers, bathing in being. Welcoming without preference or expectation the answers about how you really are. Taking a deep breath in and a large, delicious sigh out. And deciding whether you feel pretty yummy and you want to stay here for a bit longer. Maybe you're going to stay here for a while and then you might pop up and write some things down that came up. Or if you have a realistically tiny window in your day and you've made time for this, and good on you, and you're coming out, then you begin to do it slowly with intent. Be stretching, yawning, rolling the head, any physical movements to awaken the body. And only when you wish, you rubbing the hands together, creating a little heat, cupping those little peepers, those eyes. And very gently, with such compassion and love and true caring for self, do we open the eyes, go back into the space. Hopefully it's not as bright as my space. Take your time to identify your surroundings, the colors, the textures, coming back on purpose. And remembering that amidst all of the doing and the demands and the beautiful mayhem, that we have the capacity to soothe and downregulate our nervous system, to access this beautiful source that's beyond thought, that's beyond the origin of thought, that's beyond it all, that is it all. And in that access gain such peace, such clarity, such ease, an ease that we're often all searching for. Humming as well is always good. I really hope you enjoyed that. Feel free to do it many times over the many triggering points of our Christmas season. And I'm really excited already. I can't believe that we're already excitedly counting down to the next yoga picnic.